good alternative. Good alternative. It's like 8:30, 8:50. It's like 9 a.m. I would normally be dead to the world right now. But I actually just got back from getting a blood draw. I got my blood taken. Usually it's on my left arm, not my right arm. That's funny. Maybe you can see that my nose is red because I was standing outside for 45 minutes in line waiting to get into the clinic because they were only admitting 5 people at a time. And it takes a little while to process their prescriptions and get them to see the phlebotomist, all of that. So it's taking a little time. And it's like spitty, drizzly, hazy rain where you look outside and you don't really see drops falling, but then you look at your shirt and you see little like splatter situation. So that was fun to stand in for 45 minutes. I was trying to do my stoic Minnesotan, I don't feel this, but I definitely felt it. But yeah, it was blood has now left my body, and then as a reward for myself, I got pastries. But I'm not going to eat them right away because I want to enjoy them with like a cup of tea and like nice breakfast, some fruit. But I kind of just want to go back to bed right now. I did not sleep well last night at all. Whenever I want to wake up early for something, I sleep really poorly the night before because I'm worried about oversleeping my alarm. So I woke up like 5 or 6 times last night just being worried. And my alarm was supposed to go off at 8:30 and I just woke up at 7:15 too nervous about it. I just ended up going out the door a little bit after that just to get it over with. So I'm probably going to go lounge in bed a little bit. I haven't eaten anything yet because for the blood draw you're not supposed to eat anything before you go. Funny story, the very first time I got a blood draw in France, it wasn't even a blood draw, it was like they prick your finger and take a little drop of blood. The very first time they did it, I was 20 years old when I was doing my study abroad with the family, the host family and all of that. Lovely people, I love them so much. But the students, the study abroad students were all here for 4 months, and the short-term visa period is 3 months, so anything longer than that, you have to go through what's called the OFI, which is the Office Français d'Immigration Intégration, like the French Office of Immigration and Integration, blah, blah, blah. And you need to get the rubber stamp from them before your visa is validated in your passport. I think I still have my OFI stamp somewhere, not in this one. Yeah, because this is the passport that I had all those years ago. Look at little 20-year-old me. This is invalid, by the way. I had to replace my passport, but it still has my current visa in it, so I have to keep it. But this is what an OFI stamp looks like, and part of that is that you have to have a medical check, and it seemed very arbitrary to me at the time. It's this is what an OFI stamp looks like now. This was 3 years after the first one. I don't know. But you have to get a blood prick so they can check your sugar levels. I don't know. I did an eye test for some reason, and then I had to get a lung X-ray. And of course, like having never been to a medical office in France before, I didn't know what to expect, and they didn't tell me not to eat before this blood prick because I didn't know I was going to get a blood prick at the thing. And even then, I was 20. I didn't know that you're not supposed to eat before blood tests of any kind. So I was living with a family at the time of young boys, and the general go-to breakfast with young boys is sugary cereal. So I had sugary cereal with the boys for breakfast. They were like, how old were they? 9 years old, 4 years old, 7 months old, like little baby bumpkins. So I went to the thing, and the doctor did the blood prick, tested my blood, saw my sugar levels were like through the roof, and she was like, oh, you definitely have diabetes, eek! And then I was crying because I was scared that I had diabetes. And then I called my mom later, and she was like, "We've had you tested for diabetes. You don't have diabetes." Oh. And then I realized later that it was the mistake of eating. So now I'm really scared about eating before any blood thing. I'm really nervous about it because I don't want to get an inaccurate result. But in any case, that's done now. That's focus. That's housekeeping done before 9 a.m. So efficient. You can tell that I'm tired because my voice is like half an octave lower than where it usually is. So that's cool. But yeah, I think I'm gonna close my window curtain. My window's not open, but my curtain is is it drawn or opened? I'm gonna make it darker again, and then just doze, I think. And then when I wake up properly, I'll have my reward. As I predicted, I fell asleep and I woke up at 1:30 p.m. It really takes a lot out of you. 4 vials of blood being taken for testing. Really. I just didn't sleep well. There, slept quite well. Still waking up. But threw open my curtain and found out. Stop yawning. And found out it is raining. So not gonna go anywhere for a little while. I did walk around a little bit. My pedometer says like 1600. It's better than nothing, but I may have to be physically active in my house. I feel like I want to be productive today. I want to work on a project. But what? Yep, lunch at 2 p.m. or breakfast at 2 p.m. I don't know. There's a pain chocolat in the bag. I literally can't be bothered to stand up and give you more detail than this. Well, it's still kind of rainy and gross, so I haven't gone out today. My glands are kind of swollen. I don't know what that's about. I don't feel sick. I don't feel warm or like sniffly or congested or anything. My glands are just kind of sore. So that's fun. But I've been watching the next Star Wars movie down the line. I'm not doing 1 through 3 like the ones in the 90s and the 2000s. So I finished Return of the Jedi last night, and now I'm doing Force Awakens, which I don't know. Fanboys are angry at. I didn't hate it so much. I enjoyed the movies when I saw them in theaters, but I haven't rewatched any of them since they first came out. So it's been nice to like revisit that. There are a couple little moments that have made me laugh. Chewbacca, what a catch. But I randomly had this burst of desired productivity, so I ended up trying to find a way to contact DHL to figure out this damn shipment for the masks. The other stuff, I haven't heard anything from the French post office system. I don't expect to for a while. Maybe not even before the health crisis is over, but I'm allowing myself to put that one on pause. But I've been in touch with I think it's the Irish customer service office for DHL, because the woman that I talked to had quite a strong Irish accent, and I kind of explained the problem to her, and she like took down my information, and she said that she's going to have someone from the French customer service system get in touch with me to try to fix this issue. So at least I have a phone number that I know works and gets me to someone who I can then kind of talk to and try to hold accountable for everything. So while it's not resolved yet, I feel like I am making progress. But I have to wait for the French office to call me back. I didn't know they couldn't transfer me between their systems, probably because it's going between countries. So I will just have to wait near the phone, like a preteen girl in the 90s. And in the meantime, just watch more Star Wars. Woe is me. I'm lounging. This is my lounging position. I'm having a bit of an inner debate, because it has stopped raining, and I do want to go outside and walk and get fresh air and like stretch my legs, but I'm still waiting for that call back from customer service. And like, yeah, my cell phone is mobile and I can take it with me, but I kind of want to have all of the numbers, like the order number, and if I need to take a screenshot and like send it to an agent or something, I can do that. I don't want to take the chance of getting the call when I'm out and then have, audio disruption, or um, uh, you know, not be able to get it concluded all in one. So I'm having this inner dilemma of, do I take that risk? But as I've been on the phone, on the camera with you, as I've been talking to you, I didn't get a call back, but I did get the trivia questions in. So let's go over to the nice lighting and just do those real quick. Just kind of slam through those, and maybe by then I'll have come to a decision about walking. Okay, first of all, the other ones from yesterday: ultraviolet, X-ray, gamma. Okay, Bratz, vegetable, Neptune. Okay, all of those are fine. By the way, yesterday's breakdown about Friday's questions, there was one about Tetris, the little different Tetris shapes. I thought there were 5. Turns out there were 7. And I think it's because there's a couple that look the same, but they can be, like, there's the one that's 1, 2, 1, 2. And I think the configuration could also be like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't know how it works, but they're not mirror images of each other, even though it's the same kind of 2, but one is offset. So I think that's why I got it wrong, but I'm going to have to deduct retroactively a point from Friday. Whoops. Okay, so today's questions. Number 1, if you call something Cartesian, you're saying it relates to what 17th century philosopher? Cartesius? I don't know. Cartesian is like maps, right? It's a plane. Cartesian plane is like anything that's flat, like 2D, is that right? Cartography is maps. Cartus? Cartesius? I don't know. Number 2, there are 2 states that are at least partly in the Pacific time zone, but do not border the Pacific Ocean. Name one of them. Idaho? Okay, so going off of the coast, I'm looking at my map here for reference. You can see that. Wait. There. Now you can see the Pacific coast. It's right there. You've got Washington, Oregon, California is all on the Pacific coast. I think it's going to be either Idaho or Nevada. I feel like, or Nevada might be mountain time. I'm not sure. One of them. Idaho? I don't know. Number 3, in 1926, a New Jersey soda manufacturer discovered a new way to make drinkable. In 1926, a New Jersey soda manufacturer discovered a way to make a drinkable chocolate beverage that wouldn't spoil on shelves the way chocolate milk does. What did he call it? What's that one? Yoo-hoo? Yoo-hoo. It's the only chocolate drink I can think of. I've never had it. Number 4, what novella character who either had tuberculosis or rickets was called Little Fred until last minute change to the manuscript? I feel like it's Tiny Tim. I'm almost definitely certain that it's Tiny Tim. Number 5, what band successfully sued Apple Computers in 1978 for trademark infringement? 78? Pink Floyd. I don't know. All right, let's Google. All right, so I have found the answers to all of these questions. This is tricky. The band that sued Apple Computers in 1978 was the Beatles. Huh. Because they had a label called Apple Records. So, there you go. I don't know. I thought Pink Floyd because of the rainbow stripe thing, because Apple used to have the rainbow stripe in the Apple. I don't know. Tiny Tim was correct. Yoo-hoo was correct. 2 states that are at least partly in the Pacific time zone, both Idaho and Nevada, are considered partly in the Pacific time zone, so correct. And Cartesian, did not get this one, Rene Descartes. There we go. Cool. Still don't know if I'm going to go out, though. Fuck. Maybe I'll, make myself a little cheat sheet. All the information that I have. And just because I do wanna be productive. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll just do that. Quick update on that. As I was noting my little information, I thought to check to see if they have a live chat service on DHL website, and they do, so I tried it. And I did get someone, and they gave me the confirmation that there's, I've already filed a report, I guess, or a case with the company about this particular thing. So he told me, like, there is a file currently open about your shipment, and it's being processed by this guy at this phone number. And I was like, oh, great, I'll just call him directly. And I called him, and I got a voicemail. So I'm just gonna go for a walk. That's not the message that I wanted to get, although that's fine. I'm talking about a message on my phone. I'm not crazy, am I? Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a little walk. I've already walked a little bit today, so I don't know if I have to do, maybe I'll just do half an hour. Maybe I'll call my mom. I call her like every day. I asked her yesterday if she was tired of hearing from me, and she goes, never, never, which is the only accurate, appropriate response. Thank you, Mother. You know your lines. I'm back from a walk. I'm back from going to the fruit market, which I initially wanted to do this morning after the blood bank, but they weren't open yet, so I had to go back. I got some more straboops. You can't tell through the packaging. Look, strawberries. And some resboops. I have no idea where this lingo comes from. Straboops? I don't know. Tomatoes. And nectarines. And these are kaiwais. So really only fruit. Although, according to the 1893 Supreme Court, this is a vegetable. But it's not. I promise this is the final update that I will give about this stupid shipping thing today. Never ended up getting through to the person with the phone number. Focus, please. Okay. But, I took another shot at the live chat thing and got a different person, as far as I know. They all say that they're a certain name, but I don't really think that's ever true. And at least I expressed to them the address that the thing should be shipped to, so hopefully that was communicated. And then I said, like, can you confirm that the package will be sent to my address that I just gave you? And she said yes. She said yes. But I haven't seen it updated on the waybill, the tracking breakdown. So I don't know. Then again, it was the end of the day for their customer service line, so maybe it'll be updated overnight. I don't know. But anyway, I have now reheated pizza and green beans. I put it on my bed. I'm not actually going to eat it on my bed. This is just where I placed it so I could pick up my camera, because my instinct was to reach for my camera before I start eating. Weird. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, and I'm starting the last Star Wars movie. Yes, I have watched 2 Star Wars movies today. Yes, I'm about to start the 3rd Star Wars movie today. No, I haven't done very much. No, that's not true. I've gone for a walk. I did the blood and I did the admin stuff. I'm fine. Ooh, it is much later than I thought it was. I got carried away with the last movie of the 3rd Star Wars trilogy, The Rise of Skywalker, which I saw in theaters, but I really remember nothing of the story. I don't know. I wasn't upset about it like everyone else was. Like, I didn't like the romantic element. It felt very forced, and I will not say between whom, to avoid spoilers, in a sense. But look at the project that I've been working on today. I've been trying a new knitting pattern. I'm a fidgety person. I don't know if you know this about me, based on my hand movements when I talk. I cannot sit completely still. My hands are always going. If it's not my hands, if it's my toes. If it's not my toes, it's my tongue clicking around in my mouth or something. Or I'll be like flexing my knee side to side or something. There's no part of me. There is an impossibility that every single element of me is still, unless I'm sleeping. And even then, my heart's still beating. But anyway, and so I often, when I'm sitting or not, active for long periods of time, I need something to occupy my hands. When I'm teaching in class, if I have like my pen or something, this is obviously a knitting needle, but if my pen, I'll just be kind of like trying to do it out of sight of the students because that would be distracting. But one of the things that I learned that I taught myself to do while sitting and watching TV or watching movies is knitting. And there are some stitches that I can do without looking, so I can be focused on the lightsaber battles and all of that, and others that require a little bit more concentration. And so I just found a pattern that I'm pretty sure I'm following correctly. There's like, this is a pretty standard knit pattern down here, but then up top, it's hard to see in this lighting. You see a little bit more of a lace. And I kind of had to remind myself how to do some of the steps, like the yarn over, and I hate knitting two stitches together. It's really hard to work the needle through properly. And there was just 3 rows where it was all knit 2 together. So that was fun for my hands, but a good diversion. Anyway, it is like almost midnight now, and I've been talking about knitting. Oh God, how much of a granny am I? Yeah, I've just gotten to a good stopping point with the knitting. I just finished the movie. I think this is a good place to end the vlog too. Make it a trio of ends, if you will. So, good night.